Hey, it's me, I'm back. Like 3 hours later. So, as usual, the brief interruption turned into a whole big long thing after the last video. Anyways, I'm back, and this is the time of night when I tend to get a lot done. Because, you know, people leave me alone. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to probably have to edit together from the last video a little bit. Anyways, so I don't think I'm going to cover all that crap again. But basically, updated panel capabilities, support webcams, something which was long in the works, but, so... I think it says something on the screen, but I can't actually see it. It's way on the other side of the room. Anyways, maybe I will run through the panel thing a little bit. So on my side, I have a utility. There we go. That allows me to type in commands as if they were in the chat, and then they appear on the screen. So, like if I open it right now, it's kind of hard to read. So like if I type panel, upper left, none, panel UL, none, then it will clear out the panel setting in the upper left corner, which currently is the webcam. There you go. So now it's gone. So this is, you know, remote control of the layout from the chat. I'm not using chat, I'm using a backend utility that simulates the chat. Anyways, so that's where I left it at the last video, which might not be out yet, and YouTube, it takes some time to process it. I think I better turn off that background beats. Hold on. Ouch. Damn. I just sat on the arm of the chair. That was uncomfortable. Alright, so, this is me, Master Monkey. That's my stage name. Real name Gary D. I'm Gary D on Twitter. I'm the author of The Bot and all this other crap around here. So anyways, as I was saying, there's a new panel. So like if you do panel list, it'll show you a list of the available panels. Really that is a directory listing of executable files in the mod Sandbox panels directory. I covered that in the previous video. Anyways, to change the setting for a panel, you refer to it by like UL for upper left. And there's upper right, UR, and lower left, LL. Anyways, and you can set it to something like time, right? So, pardon, what that means is to execute the time. I think I have another shell we can run over there. Execute the time panel command, which, as I said, is in mod Sandbox panels. You'll see there's a bunch of files over there. So over in mod Sandbox panels, there's one called time. And, oops, is there? Panels? Oh, okay. Mod Sandbox panels. There's one called time. And, what does it do? Oh, it outputs the time, which is very boring at the moment because the output is basically 0001. It's merely the time. It happens to be 1 minute after 1 a.m. local time here in California. So, shoutouts to, I think I have a viewer, but unfortunately I put my console terminal screen capture right over the top of the chat lobby. However, I have a solution, because there's another panel. There's a panel called upper left called chat, and it just shows a log of the chat. Anyways, so what do these things look like? Well, they're real simple shell scripts or whatever. They could be as simple or as advanced as one likes. Here is an example. Incidentally, I'm running Fedora 24. I might be on 26. And Enlightenment with the Compass mods, you know, for all this kind of cool stuff. It's a really old machine, but it has 2 NVIDIA cards in SLI, so it can do 3D stuff, but any other actual work. So anyways, there's the chat log. That's the chat panel. What is that one like? Well, like I said, they can be, you know, like more advanced or whatever. This is a more advanced one. I don't want to get into that. Because we're here to work on the new webcam one. So there's a new panel called webcam, which I'm going to put in the lower actually I'm going to put chat, and I'm going to put lower left panel, lower left chat. And I'm trying to make it so it's more flexible in how it handles the syntax. So you can say, you know, panel chat LL or something. I don't know, right now it kind of expects people to follow syntax, and I think maybe the kids aren't so comfortable with syntax anymore. So we're going to have to make it interpret natural language. Anyway, so I'm going to change the upper left panel to the new webcam one. So panel UL webcam. And actually, if you just type like panel UL, it will tell you what it's currently set to. And I just made a new one too called panel show, and it will show you where the panel positions are on the screen. But it's kind of boring because it's like you expect: upper left, upper right, lower left, and lower right. Anyways, I covered some of this on the previous video. What I was going to say is, what I need to do immediately, and I finally got this webcam remote control stuff working. Oh, incidentally, you can also control the camera remotely, which is funny. So this is actually an old feature from around here. So you can type cam 10 and it will move the camera to the 10 position. Right now, I think it's hanging, yeah, it's upside down for some reason. And it's like hanging sideways. That's just because it's on the other side of the room. So at some point, I'll get up and move it. In the meantime, you can use cam commands to move it around. I just type cam 66 and it moves it to the 66 percentile. No, 66% position. This isn't like wacky colors, by the way. This actually is the colors back here. This is the studio / laboratory / performance space, whatever thing. So, anyways, alright, so obviously, first off, it needs some styling. You see it's got that little, you know, the scroll bar thing. So, and there's styling in the script itself that generates the webcam thing, the webcam output. What does that look like? It looks like, I'll show you on the console screen, looks like that. So it simply spits out, the webcam script simply spits out a brief snippet of HTML, but it could have CSS or JavaScript or whatever. Anyways, we're going to add some styling to it. Let's see, style equals style, and then I got a styling thing right here. Okay, so I'm just going to add it right here. Overflow equals, what's it called? Hidden? Yeah, I think that'll do it. That should get rid of the scroll bar anyways. Incidentally, I could also put it, let me go back to the record utility. I could put it in panel, let's see, upper left, none. I'm going to get rid of the webcam because it's covering up that thing. Panel, center webcam. So there are 5 panels, upper left, upper right, lower left and lower right, and center, which is supposed to take up the whole thing, and I don't know why it's not doing that. Alright, I found it. It's because in the code for in the styling, actually in the HTML, I'm setting the width statically. Alright, so width 200%. So the cool part about this, sorry, 100%. The cool part about this now is I can, you know, turn camera views on and off and style and whatever remotely. So, which is great for me, you know, a solo performer. So that's why I made this in the first place, really. I don't think I really, no, I don't have to I don't have to reset it. It's just going to load the new version of it when it does. Another thing I have to do is, whoa, so it's like huge now. Oh, I get what happened. It made the width 100% and the height auto. I forgot how to do that. Okay, so the other thing it has to do is pretty much all of the panels that are available right now, like if you type panel list, but again, this whole system's designed such that it's intended that site admins would add their own stuff. So, you know, it has to be extensible. Anyways, right, of the ones that are on here, yeah, pretty much all of them, the content changes, you know, like all the time, so you want to see the content. And so you want to update it each time, but the webcam panel shouldn't be updating because it's a static view. So so the code that does that, what's it called? Time to go there. So the code that does that, I think it's mod sandbox panel update. None of this is documented except in these videos, by the way, so I hope I don't forget this stuff. Anyways, comments, that's what they're good for. Yeah, so the code that does this is just assuming that it wants to update it. It's just going to have to get a little smarter. That should not be a problem. It's only 45 lines, so it doesn't look like it's overly convoluted yet. And I'm going to get in the chat and make sure I'm not neglecting someone, but I'm not, ever. I didn't have to turn the mic off to get in the chat. I had to turn the mic off to clear my throat. So yeah, wow, that looks really funky. What was I talking about? All right. So panel update, mod sandbox panel update has to be made a bit smarter so it knows, you know, not to update unless the content has changed. I was thinking a little bit while I was away about how to do that. I mean, I could store it somewhere, right? I thought about, like, here's how you think about these kinds of things, or at least this is how I do it. Here was my thought process. I thought, well, like, how many ways are there to do this? A bunch of different ways. One way, which sounds, you know, the most obvious way, obviously, is for panel update to maybe keep a file of the contents of the last time it ran the content script for that panel position, and to compare that when it runs the next iteration of that panel position, and then compare those two results, and if they differ, only if they differ, should it update the on-screen panel. Let's call that option 1. Option 2 is the individual scripts get smarter and respond in such a way that the panel update utility will know not to update the panels on screen. But that would be like some sort of weird little intercommunication thing where they would send like a message like none, or, you know what I mean, or like no update or something. And in that case, that means that panel update would still have to be updated. I mean, you know, I'd still have to modify it and extend it in order to interpret that syntax, that internal message. Furthermore, all the future utilities, you know, scripts that ran as panels would also have to know about this intercommunication and take it into consideration. So I decided, obviously, that option 1 was the more logical one. That being because it had the least impact in terms of the range, like how long-ranging that impact would be on the system, and also in terms of the scope, like how many things had to be modified. Anyways, that's how I think about that kind of crap. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to think about it, but it works for me. All right. What's next? What's that yet? Oh, so it's not time to update panel update yet. But you know what, actually the cool part is then I could just press up arrow and I'll be in the right place next time. When it's time to do that. Right now it's time to fix the styling on this bugger. Are the scroll bars still there? So I'm watching this on a very tiny tablet, so I can't really see very well. Hey, hello visitor. Who is Music Bot? Hey Music Bot. Hey, it's another bot. Yo, Music Bot. Fellow bot shout out. Oh my god, he totally made a box. That's awesome. I decided I'm going to change the tutorial. There used to be a tutorial and all the instructions. I'm going to start with models instead, because it's much more fun to get started that way with the 3D sandbox stuff. So was that noise? Oh, okay. Why is it not scaling all the way? Height, 100%. Am I doing that wrong? I only slept like 2 hours, by the way. Oh, I should just do height 100%. And I think that's it. Incidentally, you can also manually run mod sandbox panel update if you're in a hurry. But there's some back-end system job doing that. And the scroll bar's not gone, incidentally. You know what? I think this is scaling on something else. Hold on. The music is broken, by the way. Music system seems to be broken. I don't know when that happened. Alright. Why is it not doing this? I don't know why. Da 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 da. I don't take out this extraneous crap anyways. Hey, what's FS? That doesn't do anything, does it? No, of course not. Yeah, this IP load policy. This is all leftover crap from the YouTube player thing. That does nothing. You know, I was just thinking it might be the center panel might be jacked actually. Yeah, let me see. I forgot the names of the panels. Panel center, Smash. There's one called Smash that's just like mutilations of GIF files. It's pretty fun. No, it's nothing about the panel. The panel's fine. Alright, let me take a look at Smash. See how I did that. Because it's working correctly. So here's another panel. It's called Smash. It's 30 lines of code. It just does a clever thing with CSS. That's all, really. It's fun, though. I don't know why there's so much styling in this, but it looks like I haven't gotten around to normalizing it. That's funny. Because, I don't know if you're supposed to, but in that one I put in, I put in a minimum width and minimum height. Are you supposed to do that? I don't think you are. It seems wrong, man. I mean, if I said the height is 100%, it's 100%, right? Why should I have to say the minimum height is also 100%? That's stupid. Yeah, the music is definitely broken. And so, really, the only music I could play is my own Master Monkey music, which I hate. Honestly, and it seems like it's getting worse instead of better. I don't know what's up with that. But I can play it in the background and we won't get any copyright strikes. YouTube is very draconian about music. What was I going to do? I was going to set panel center webcam. It should fill up the whole screen, even though it'll probably scale like crappy. No, it did not. Alright, I have to take a look at the panel's webcam.html file. Width 100%, height 100%. Alright, I have to look at webcam.js, the JavaScript that goes against the webcam. Incidentally, yes, now that I have the webcam footage, I'll be able to put it onto cubes in the sandbox. That's cool, huh? Well, I think that's really cool. Why is it not? Alright, let's go back to styling then. I explained earlier the nightmare that was trying to get JavaScript access. Hey, let's play Che Garland's remix of Die Master Monkey. I think I only heard this a couple of times. Sorry, Che. I'm gonna listen to it. Let's listen to Che's remix. What's up with you people, anyways? How you doing out there? Che Garland remixes Die Master Monkey. I really should have given him something better to remix. I remember. I should give him some new shit. That'd be cool. Do like a collab thing or whatever. I'm just, it's like so hermetic. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely early Master Monkey. Yeah, I also set the height to 100% and width to 100%. Should I have to do that? That seems really redundant. Hey, Che, I'm sorry, man. I don't know if I can listen to this whole thing. I can't stand listening to Minecraft. So, but I think he plays guitar on top of it. That'd be freaking cool. Alright, let's see what that does. I'm gonna let it update itself organically. No, I'm not too freaking impatient. What do you think? What am I doing wrong? It's so stupid to be stuck on something so stupid like that. Oh, should I not be doing overflow hidden? No. Alright. Let's save some time and go to the web here. Get me up a browser window. How you guys doing? You can change the background, you know, you just type BG. And it will change the background randomly. Do all kinds of crazy stuff. You just keep running it repeatedly. God, this coffee's cold. Okay, what am I looking for? What is this? Well, it's an iframe. I gotta take a look at that. Canvas. Should this be in here? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, if I have to look anything up, I'm gonna look up CSS, JavaScript, Canvas, scale. It won't, that's not what I need, but that's what someone will be looking for. right? Because I know right I know that I'm right on that. Okay. Yeah, so the cool part is, now that I have the webcam view on a canvas, I can copy the pixels off the canvas onto a real-time surface on the 3D environment, and yes, we'll have real-time video inside the sandbox. Yeah, that's gonna be rad. On 3D surfaces, yes. Serious. That's gonna be so cool. But first, I gotta finish this panel stuff. This is the more obvious thing. What? No, I don't. I just want to do this with CSS. What? Oh, they want scaled? Nah, screw scaled. I don't want that. Well, I don't want to set it to a fixed. Wait a minute. Why don't I do that? This page keeps loading, so goodbye page. It keeps loading again. I should remix Che Guerrero's remix. Oh, there we go. Scaling canvas nicely with CSS. Thank you. Blah 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 blah. What? You don't? Oh, well, he's talking about the image quality. I'm not concerned about that at this moment. I'm talking about its consumption of the space of you know. Let's see this again. There. What the hell am I editing anyways? Oh, the webcam thing. Yeah, well, you know, right now it's in an iframe. Should it be in an iframe? Why did I do that? Oh, these are supposed to be in quotes. They're HTML. Let's impatiently update the thing. Yeah, sorry about that. That must have hurt your ears, man. Man dudes. Another trick, you can also set BG none, and it will have no background at all, no skybox, that is to say. Okay, I think I broke the webcam. Yeah, it's broken. Gah. You know, it's unfortunate, but the mic is actually closer to the keyboard than it is to me. Hold on, sorry, watch your ears. He says after he destroys your ears. You know, I think I saw it just flash on the screen. That's not the effect I'm looking for. Unless the webcam's broken? No, webcam's not broken. How about this? How about, It is broken. How did I break it? Well, I'm taking this out. Also, I have the craziest freaking idea involving the skybox and the webcam. It's gonna be crazy. I broke it. How did I break it? Change that. I should really keep backups. I can't tell you how much I don't want to go over to the other side of the room, bring up the developer console, and figure out if there's some sort of new error. Really don't want to do that. Oh, that's good. I could remix that. Okay, so the panel still works. All that still works. That was just like a verification of that it's still, system in general still behaves as per specifications. I'm getting really thirsty. I ran out of coffee a while ago. Damn, why is it broken? How did it break? You know what? I can see the little thing flashing on the... Even from here, I can see the tiny red icon flashing in Google Chrome, indicating that the web page is, in fact, accessing the user's webcam, so that's working. I don't think I kept a copy of it's the HTML I got. Yeah, it probably is. Che Garland? Dude. That's some pretty wicked guitar. I should take and just rip the shit out of that. Well, it should be doing it right now. Damn. It should be showing it already. Oh, yeah, these are supposed to be in quotes. Anyways, but still. I'm just going to view it directly. So I had to switch everything to SSL in order to get Google Chrome to allow the JavaScript to access the user's webcam repeatedly and allow them to save their decision to allow it to do so. Can you believe that? I had to convert the whole system to SSL just for that. This is a system where there is one client that is 6 inches away from the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, that's so stupid. Alright, this would be working if I had a webcam. I don't. But it would be working. I'm not getting any complaints from it. I feel really bad about this. Oh, it's back. That's weird. Something is defeating that setting. Why? Okay, then back to this bugger. Alright, let's see what happens if I put it at 100% in the center position. Yay, I'm exactly where I was like 40 minutes ago. Hooray! It's just the height. Hey, there we go. Of course, I'm completely cheating, but I think I can do this. At least that will squish it. Cool. You know what I should do? Take a backup. Seriously. I think I'll put some of my own background music on. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's a fairly recent set. I just recorded straight to the 404. Alright, cool. It's working.
We're going back. Oh yeah, almost 50 to 100 miles. The only choice we got.
Yeah, real safe. Except that every cop gonna bust our heads.
We got something else to think about.
Yeah, what?
The truce.
Okay, well, that will do for now. Because what I really needed to do is update it so that it doesn't use, remember it doesn't update the panel unless the content has changed. That's important. That's got to happen.
To get to the platform at Union Square. That's where we change trains.
There's a problem. Yeah, that's right. There would be, wouldn't there? Yeah, of course. Right. Okay, we're not done. Damn. Right. Of course. What was that again? That's interesting.
Cleon's Wandsworth. I can't even find its subway. Lighten up.
Alright, almost there.
You better get together.
Hey, you guys! Train over there!
Everybody make it. Got it.
Punch you with the round.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave that for now. I gotta make some more coffee here. And when we come back, I gotta fix the scroll bars, which I've done like a million times and I always forget. And every time I have to look it up and I go, oh yeah. Mostly just because, I mean, like any civilized person, I rarely use iframes. But for a canvas object that you're going to manipulate in this manner, I think this is the right solution. And then say justified.
going back. Not telling us now. Oh yeah, almost 50 to 100 miles.
Yeah, alright, well, I'll have to come right back to that.
Real safe. Except that any cop gonna bust our heads.
We got something else to think about.
Get what?
The truth. Is it still on?
It ain't. Gonna have to bump our way back.
That wish we was packed.
Then the unintended consequences could be so large.
An ounce of this material will make 150,000. Dirty effect.
I couldn't possibly say it. It's here.
Walking up and down and turning down.
Some 3 hours later.
I couldn't here. Feel it? Everything is in color, and I can feel the air. I can see it. I can see all the molecules.
Walking up and down and turning down. You crazy? Walking up and down and turning down.
Impossible for you. It's here. This whole room. Everything is in color. Feel the air. I can see it. I can see all the molecules. I can't possibly see it. It's here. This whole room. Everything is in color.
comes from level 1. The issue is they become so competent at meeting their goal. Goals aren't perfectly on their own.
Then the unintended consequences would be so large. Comes from one to kill us.
Yeah, the issue is they become so competent at meeting their goal. The goals aren't perfectly aligned with our own.
Then the unintended consequences. Not that
Our mission
comes from kill us.
Yeah, the issue is they can become their goals.
An ounce of this material will make 100 such doses. There's the effect from 3 hours later.
I couldn't grab it. It's weird.
An ounce of this material will make 100,000. But observe the effect.
I couldn't concentrate. It's weird.
Walking up and down and turning down.
Some 3 hours later.
I couldn't it's weird. Feel it? Everything is in color and I can feel the air. I can see it. I can see all the molecules.
Okay, and I'm back. Well, in my absence, I found in my collection the O'Reilly Press book by Jesse Cravens and Jeff Bertoft, HTML5 Hacks. I believe this is where I first read of including a webcam via Canvas. So there may be some useful stuff in there, and I still enjoy flipping through books once in a while. It's kind of fun. Here we go. Attack number 28 in Chapter 3, Multimedia Hacking. Embed video directly in your application with HTML5 video. It is true, it used to be a huge pain in the ass. Oh look, you can make a temporary image, a poster. There's a poster attribute with which I was unfamiliar. Turns out that the loop the loop property, attribute, actually is a real tag. So you do want to do that. What we do in this case. That did not have the desired effect. How are you guys doing? Let me know over in the comments. It's something I say, but I've never really engaged the comments. For now. What I really have to do right now is modify that panel update thing. About how to do this. Okay, it'll just get a checksum of the, yeah, it'll get a checksum of the content, and then it'll compare that checksum, right, to the next checksum. Is that any easier than storing the content? It already has the content. Should I just store the content itself? If I store the content itself, the computation has to be done on both sides, each iteration. If I store the checksum of the previous content, only half of the one half, right, of the comparison has to be computed. Okay, well, we got our answer. Oh, so we're going to do this. We're going to make a new function called store checksum. Oh, then it's going to have to give the checksum too. Alright. Hold on. Maybe the yes. Alright. How? And then there's going to be some stuff here. That's a placeholder, you see. It's going to call the checksum. No, I'm not going to go find out what Python does checksums. It's stupid. I know there's going to be a module for it anyways. And then the thing keeps getting fatter and fatter. Alright, so that'll get the checksum. You know what? I'm gonna need the other one. Yeah, subprocess check output. This one. In this instance, because I need the output. That's gonna do, it's gonna run a checksum on the content. Yeah, that's gonna get the output back. Is that really jacked up down here like that? Yeah, it is. Let me fix that. Okay. So, it's gonna run it. It's gonna get the content back. No checksum command doesn't exist yet. It will in a moment. This belongs up here. Okay, so it's going to do that crap, and then it's going to return. Oops. Oh, I just realized panel update is currently broken while I had it half modified. I'll check it real quick. Alright. So, local variable. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with that. By the way, has a built-in checksum. You don't need a module for it. I'd be done already if it was this were. Okay. Or any other civilized language. Let's see here. I don't know if this is going to work. Shit. Yeah, this might not work. I don't like this at all. Ugh, this is really not working out. Yeah, I bet that doesn't parse. Huh. Alright, go. For now. Alright, so we'll have to check some of that. Yeah, I still need the previous checksum, that's why. Alright, you know what, I'm going to need this as a sub thing. Yeah, that should do. Okay. So far so good. We're not calling that yet, but okay, now I'm going to need something to get the current contents. Oh, I have that. No, to get the... Right. And kind of very simple, totally different one with a similar name. File is going to be called panel.whatever position.checksum. Alright, open it in write. Read. Do I have to two versions of this? This is really stupid. I could have it as an object and then just open it once. This is stupid. The thing doesn't run. Think about this. Hey, hello visitor. Yeah, I think the cam command only goes down to like 20 or something and up to 70. I think it tells you. I should just write it so that it converts, but I often change the range. Oh, it does say 1 to 99. What's up with that? Does that work? It does work. I don't know. Sometimes I'm out of touch with my own. Sometimes I'm out of touch with my own system. All right, let's see. Well, I don't want to get off track here, so I'm going to read the file and then I'd probably write a smarter function later if I determine that is necessary. So, because I'm just going to return the oh, I got to close the file anyways. Yeah, see, this is exactly like the other thing. Okay, fine. I'll just, you know what, I'm just going to combine these later, but for now, I need to press forward. But this is really ugly though. But you get what's going on here. Okay, so read the contents of the checksum file, close the file, return the contents. Okay, so that gets the checksum. This other function does it, performs a checksum on, and make sure the panel thing still works. Panel update. Yeah, it still works. Okay, so I can get the checksum of the last content. I still need to update, be able to update it. This should be get checksum. This is getting to where I should really have an object by now. I will. I promise. But right now I didn't need to keep it from refreshing the webcam because it bugs the heck out of me. Okay, in this instance I opened it in right, and it's like practically the same thing. It's really embarrassing. Isn't it like right? Let's go find out. So here's the thing that updates panels. Yeah, it's just right and then the contents. Yeah, that's what I thought. And there's nothing to return here. So, but I do want to return from it. Okay, so then this is where I will be writing. What am I writing? Oh, the checksum. I have to get the checksum first. So, well, then it's just a matter of this is after the comparison. I'm going to call this new checksum instead, because it's confusing. If that new checksum, Okay, so write the new checksum to the checksum file. And then close it. So the only thing I don't know right now is, will this work? I don't know if calling suppresses check output with a pipe will work in this manner. It's crude and barbaric, but I'm okay with that. Just not okay if it doesn't work, obviously. Alright, so far no syntax errors or anything like that. I'm not calling it yet, so what I need to do is put in the loop here, which you can't tell where it ends. Thank you, Python. You frickin' vague piece of frickin' senile. In here, we need to, I'm going to pseudocode it first. What do we need to do each time for each position? Before we do the update, shit. I was updating the panel like immediately with the immediate results of running the panel script. So there was no intermediate opportunity for me to perform any sort of logic on it. So that's going to have to expand a bit now. I need to compare the two of them. Right. Okay, so I put this in a variable since I now need to perform more than one operation on it. And later I'll have to put, this will take the place of as out. Or, I mean, this originally was the sub-process call. Hey, well, I mean, good news, I can compact this. It looks a little nicer. Okay, that's cool. Oh, let's see. Check and make sure it still works. Yes, it does. Getting kind of hungry, but I don't want to eat on the stream. Holy crap, what happened to the webcam? It's pointing at the ceiling. Oh, yes, I have a mirror ball. I forgot. I forgot that was up there. It's an authentic Belgian mirror ball from 1989? A very long time ago. So, let's see here. Where was I? My brain just fell out of my head. I only slept like 2 hours. I should put the chat log up because I never know what the hell's going on. Oh, hey, DPG's on. Yo, what's up, DPG? How's it going, man? I wonder if that camera broke. Might have broken. I should fix that. If I allow it to break, that's my fault. It did freaking break. Damn it. Might just be mechanical, electromechanical. No, it's software. I have to reboot the little Arduino that controls it. That's no fun. The only thing is sometimes it doesn't come up with the same IP and it's DHCP around here and blah blah blah. So then I have to change the configuration because I don't use, what do they call it? Bonjour. Bonjour. I just don't trust the French. I can't do it. No, I'm kidding. That's not it. Now I'm making myself really hungry thinking about French. Alright, so I got the output of the panel command. I also need to compare that to the checksum. If I get checksum of that panel position. Actually, I need that first. Old sum equals, I may be able to cut some of these out. Let me get the logic straight in my head first. Checksum S position. We're iterating all the panel positions, and each one is called this S position as we iterate them. So that's the old checksum. The new checksum is, what is it? FN new checksum. And this is the part we don't know if it's going to work at all. S new sum equals FN new checksum. Check it out. Check it out. I typed chucksum. That's good. If you're looking for a band name, call yourself Chucksum. Call yourself Bad Chucksum. Alright, so then get me the new checksum for the position in the old checksum. Oh no, the new checksum takes the... Alright, I should do these sums afterwards. Right, the new checksum uses S panel info. Hold on, this isn't right. The new checksum uses the out. Right, I forgot. New checksum of the contents that were just produced by running the panel thing. Okay, good. This is perfect. Okay, just like this. Exactly in this order. Right. Okay. Then we are going to have an if in here. If the comparison is new, then differs. Then we're going to do the panel update. Yes, I know that's not valid, Python. Otherwise we're done, and I sure wish Python offered me a way to indicate that it's the end of the if. Because that means this blank line is the end of the if, and the next blank line is the end of the for. What could be more clear? And what are you complaining about, monkey? I'm monkey, by the way, before any of you SJWs might get angry. S new sum does not equal S old sum. And then do the update, okay? Only if they are different. Incidentally, now that we're keeping track of sums, we have to update the new checksum. So hold on. All right. Okay, FN set checksum. Try saying that 3 times fast, and you'll get bleeped. FN set checksum needs to know the checksum. It does not have the information to calculate it, and that work has already been done anyways. I'm gonna call it arg new sum. Isn't there a governor new sum? That's pretty funny. But this is different. A whole different thing. Okay, so it writes the new checksum. Oh god. Alright, the trick for me with programming, I think, is you have this kind of idea in your head of what has to happen, but until you write it, and it doesn't matter if you're gonna diagram it or something, it doesn't matter. Like, that still is a thing that has to be done. So until you get that part out of the way, it's just like, it's an illusion, it's a mirage. It's like a painting, you know? I've talked about this before, I know. Until you make it some form of yeah, I knew there was going to be an error because I added that much code. At a certain point, the amount of code you've added practically dictates that there's going to be an error. Oh, okay, it's cool. It's cool. New checksum requires 2 arguments. I only gave it 1. Because I intended... How come sometimes I uppercase the S in some, and sometimes I don't? I hate that. Okay, I gotta fix that too, eventually. Okay, because new checksum needs the content, which it doesn't have, so new checksum. So what I was saying is, wait a minute. Why does it have 2 arguments? Hold on. It doesn't need the position. Why does it have 2 arguments? Yeah, I was correct. When I wrote the call to new checksum, I was thinking logically. I was like, why would it need 2 arguments? Okay. So I was saying it's kind of like a painting, because like you have this idea in your head for a painting. Line 60. But it's just imaginary, you know? Until you... look at that. I tried to read the files first. Of course, I need the old checksum, but it doesn't exist. That's funny. Do I have to write code to check and see if it exists first? Do I really have to do that? God, I bet I do, huh? God. You know what? Screw that. Check this out. I got a quick fix. Up here, before I do anything, I'm going to touch all those files. But you know what? I will be civilized. No, I won't, because it's 1 line. Wanted to copy this check output syntax. Actually, in this case, I don't need the output. Kind of think of it. I bet you it's going to complain if I do that. Right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to do this. I want you to run touch command, and I want it to do this. Oh, frack. It has to be down here in the iterator. It has to be. See why? Yeah, I know you do. Because it needs to touch the correct one. Right? Like that. It has the right file, and I don't want to make it so that users in the future, I mean site admins, hacks or whatever, can't modify it to have more panels. And if I do that, it'll be a gotcha for them. This way they simply modify the array of panels up at the top here, and that's it. It'll be done. But they're still in error. Of course, we've added a bunch of code, so. Or knew some. Maybe that's what I get for not being consistent. There it is. And it's cool. Alright. And that's how you make a major modification to something like that without breaking it in real time, like while it's running. This whole project has been like the ship of, what's it called? Theseus. You remember that? The ship that sailed around the world and then just had all the parts replaced by the time it came back, and they were like, is that even the same ship? So it's been in continual operation since 192 days, and being modified the whole time. Why did I make that change? I forgot why. Oh, that's right. Okay, so what it's supposed to be doing now is... Did I write that code yet? I don't even know. It's all like theoretical or pseudocode. No, that's correct. What happens if I don't have 2 blank lines? You're stupid, Python. You're stupid. Okay. Whoever wrote you, like, it clearly, I mean, did they only used one language that they didn't like and didn't realize, like, what kinds of permutations of logic could give rise to what kinds of subtle confusions? God, this is a hard language to work with. But I do it because, hey, thanks for hanging out, DPG. My only core viewer. No, I got some people, actually. I got my people. I got my peoples. It's not working. You see, look, it's updating the panel, even though the checksum has not changed. Right? The content hasn't changed in the webcam view. Wait a minute. What is it doing a checksum of? Yeah, just the HTML. I wouldn't know that anything had changed. Yep. It's updating it. I'm just gonna have this print something. It says all 4 panels, 5 panels actually, are new content. It says all 5 are new content. That's clearly not true because many of those panels are empty. Okay. I'm getting hungry. It's the checksums. They're wrong. Check out the checksum. Remember in the comments where I wrote in a line that said, will this work, in all caps? Yeah, it didn't work. That's why I suspected it would not. How do I want to do this? Cheap way. I'm in a hurry here. Okay. let's find out how the official Python way. It's like, let me guess, you have to, not a file, I need content, not a file, content. They're all looking for files, of course. Incidentally, you can just do that in Perl, and I haven't had to do it for a while, so suddenly it escapes me. It's either checksum or csum. I think it's checksum. Oh no, it's empty. It's empty 5-sum, I think. Anyways, there's a bunch. Checksum. Where is this? Yeah, actually, just for the hell of it. It doesn't really matter. Hey, there is a module for it. Yeah, maybe I'm talking shit. Okay, maybe in this case they're on equal footing. Let's see, yada yada yada. You might try, blah blah blah. You might try? Shut up, dude. What? Oh man, look at, why is this thing so long? It should be one line, not 12 lines. Why are the checksums the same? This will not scale for large files. Never mind. Thanks for nothing, Python. Hey, I like that. Total mod 256. I could just write my own. I did not know about the reduce command. That's pretty cool. Dude, I like these. Nice. Thank you, Active State. I think that was a pretty cool tip, in my opinion. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I could type it again, but I get the idea. I was not aware of the reduce command. That is pretty cool. But I think I'm gonna mod it with the 256. As they suggest here, which is pretty freaking cool. Let's make sure that the bugger still works. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Because it's that's why. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. He's expecting to get our content out of this. There's something else too. There's something else. I had like a mental note. I was like, hey, that won't work until we do something. Well, that part will work. Good. I'm sorry, what? You cannot concatenate string and ints? Then, oh right, I forgot, you got your comma. Yeah, that makes a lot of frickin' sense. Like, all of the languages you've ever used before. when they need to concatenate strings and integers, there's either a conversion or there's a special function. But no, not Python. We need to invent a brand new way to do it. Stupid. Okay. It's 42 versus some other stupid thing. Character buffer object in the yeah, there was already something I knew wasn't going to work right. Hold on, let me just review the code. I'm getting pretty groggy. I think I should eat something, but panel update is broken right now, so that can't happen. New sum is the checksum. The output, that one still works, right? Oh, yeah, that's the new one. That one works. The other one gets the sum of the... Oh, okay, you know what? It had never gotten that far before. Far enough to update the checksum, had it? Yeah, that's right. Alright, let me comment that out and test my theory. Alright, well, the old sum get checksum, blah 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 blah. I know why that is, because those are the current contents of those files, and the current contents of those files are just jacked up because they were created when it was jacked up. See what I mean? Those files, they're jacked up. They're not checksums. Look how big they are. Yeah, they're contents. So, yeah, I knew that's what we would see. But check this out. I'll just remove them because I got that other thing that creates them. See how handy that is? Let's see here. So, if I run mod Sandbox, but there's a back-end job running it anyways every once in a while. So, okay, good. Well, it's not calculating the old checksum correctly. I'm gonna call this old checksum. Okay, so getting there. The big thing is the new checksum is not, wait, 42, the old checksum. What is it reading from there? Oh, because nothing's writing it. Wait. checksum. Oh yeah, I don't need that. I just need this. And, done. Yeah, okay, done. The thing is, the contents of those files is yet again jacked up, so I'm going to delete them right now. And when I implement this new line here, it will either crash or, well, we don't need to continue that sentence. Alright, line 71. What does it say? Oh, I'm passing the wrong thing. No, I'm passing the right thing. I'm using it wrong. What do you mean character buffer object? I think it's this. But I mean, I don't know why. I think that. I want to see what those files look like. Nothing. Oh, wait. That's good. Actually, it's not nothing. It's 5 spaces, which is exactly what it should be. I'm playing the same music again. That's exactly what it should be, because that's what it set it to. So it is. That confirms my theory that the second argument of fn set checksum is the problem. Why? What is s new sum? Someone want to explain to me what the frack that is about? Yes, arg new sum is a number. That's correct. It is a number. It is being passed as a string. Is that okay with you, Python? Oh, God, you are so painful. Let me guess. I have to convert it. Yes, I've done this somewhere. Frack. It's because it's a number. What do you care it's a number? Numbers are still 2 characters, Python. It's just 2 characters. Okay, there's probably a special, let me guess. Knowing what I know of Python, there's a special version of write. Write only works with strings, right? That's what it is. Yep. It only works with strings, I bet. By the default, I'll have to use a format string. Freaking stupid. Please tell me this is enough. Oh, good. I got way more valuable things to be doing. Well, that's not an error. Hey, there we go. Hey, and it knows too. It knows, yeah, it does know. Correct. Why doesn't it know these are the same, though? Wait a minute, am I doing this right? Python. Funny. Hold on a second here. Where's my little quick ref? I'm already in JavaScript most of the day. Really stupid. Am I allowed to put brackets is what I'm trying to figure out. No. It, like, optionally if I want to. No. Alright. Alright, that part works anyways. And that part works. And the checksum works. So, why is it updating the panel? God, that takes so long. Something's weird here. That's weird. Oh no, there was just some weird errant temporary spike in the CPU. It's 3. It's almost 4. 3.98. Well, 3.98. System load. And updated all of them. What am I doing wrong here? It knows the numbers. What is happening here? Oh, frack. Is this comparison wrong? Probably is. No, that's correct. This is really a stupid thing to be stuck on. They're clearly not the same. What? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Who thought that was a good idea with the commas? Let me take a look at those files. Alright, there's no extraneous spaces or anything. Why does it think 42 and 42 are the same? I don't get this. Well, let me guess. One of them is a string, and the other one is like not a string or something, right? Yep, that's it. All right. Yep. You can thank Brilliant Python for that. Brilliant. I mean, wouldn't you tell me that the funny thing is, you can't concatenate a string and an integer, but it's totally cool to compare an integer to a string with an inequality operator. Dude, how much ecstasy are you on when you designed this language? This makes no sense at all. It's like totally inconsistent. The thing is internally inconsistent. I feel sorry for it, I really do. And all of its adherents. Why am I writing in it? Because it's fashion. No, seriously, there's like no other reason. I'm doing it because, quite honestly, a lot of people really can't read anything but Python. Or maybe PHP. There's no frickin' way I'm writing in this crap in PHP. So, anyways. Much of it's written in Perl, most of it in JavaScript. There is a tiny bit of Java. some general shell stuff. Alright, let's try this again. Everything's good. It's only updating the ones that are new. That is very cool. Huh. Awesome. Huh. This also means, like, if I set it to display the clock or something like that, it won't update it unless the time has changed. So it won't, you know, mistakenly update the screen twice for a single clock tick, because that's, like, stupid and wasteful. Okay, hey. Well, that worked. There's some crap in here I want to fix. Instead of having a general file handling as a functionality of an object, like, I don't know, a panel object maybe, or instead of having low-level functions that do low-level file functionality, I have some duplication of functions. I mean, among functions. It's not really too bad here. It's only a couple of lines. It's just like I'm looking at a couple lines going, you know, this function and that function are very similar. And if I just, you know, made it take an argument or something, then I could have two calls to the same function instead of. So, anyways, I don't know. I'm not gonna really worry about that at the moment. At the moment, what I want to worry about is that webcam panel. It's still kind of, it's suboptimal, you know. The styling of it, you know. So I think I'm gonna work on that probably silently after I go. Probably make something to eat. I think I'm gonna make something with maybe potatoes and chorizo and eggs, maybe. That might be cool. I think I got some of that somewhere. So let me know what you're gonna eat in the chat. I don't know why. Okay, well, so I'm gonna leave that up because I intend to work on it. Here's a tip for you. Instead of opening your file and walking away from it in an editor, you can open it and walk away from it in View. V-I-E-W is the name of the command. It's really just a parameter setting of Vi, but this way, if the session's eyes or something, the file won't be open for writing. It's actually open for reading only. In fact, if you try to write, you'll get an error, thus reminding you that you are in View, which is pretty cool. But if you do want to write, you can just add a bang to the end and it will work. Anyways, so little Unix tip for you there. In the meantime, I'm gonna go eat something, I think. And I'm just gonna make that be completely silent there. And I might play some music. So thanks for tuning in. If you're in this or the replay, and again afterwards, after probably 20-minute or 30-minute break, I'm going to be back and be working on screen on some other stuff, and maybe, or who knows, maybe I'll get bored and do beach or something. You just never know. So, anyways, thanks a lot. As we say around here, stay true, stay, oh, sorry, if you like it, tell your friends. If you don't, tell your enemies. Stay true, stay low. Monkey out. it's me, I'm back. Like 3 hours later. So, as usual, the brief interruption turned into a whole big long thing after the last video. Anyways, I'm back, and this is the time of night when I tend to get a lot done. Because, you know, people leave me alone. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to probably have to edit together from the last video a little bit. Anyways, so I don't think I'm going to cover all that crap again. But basically, updated panel capabilities, support webcams, something which was long in the works, but so I think it says something on the screen, but I can't actually see it. It's way on the other side of the room. Anyways, maybe I will run through the panel thing a little bit. So on my side, I have a utility. There we go. That allows me to type in commands as if they were in the chat, and then they appear on the screen. So, like if I open it right now, it's kind of hard to read. So, like if I type panel upper left none, panel UL none, then it will clear out the panel setting in the upper left corner, which currently is the webcam. There you go. So now it's gone. So this is, you know, remote control of the layout from the chat. I'm not using chat. I'm using a backend utility that simulates the chat. Anyways, so that's where I left it at the last video, which might not be out yet. And YouTube, it takes some time to process it. I think I better turn off that background beats on a. I just sat on the arm of the chair. That was uncomfortable. Alright, so this is me, Master Monkey. That's my stage name. Real name Gary D. I'm Gary D on Twitter. I'm the author of The Bot and all this other crap around here. So anyways, as I was saying, there's a new panel. So like if you do panel list, it'll show you a list of the available panels. Really that is a directory listing of executable files in the mod Sandbox panels directory. I covered that in the previous video. Anyways, to change the setting for a panel, you refer to it by like UL for upper left. And there's upper right, UR, and lower left, LL. Anyways, and you can set it to something like time. Right, so pardon, what that means is to execute the time. I think I have another shell we can run over there. Execute the time panel command, which, as I said, is in mod Sandbox panels. You'll see there's a bunch of files over there. So over in mod Sandbox panels, there's one called time. And oops, is there panels? Hey, it's me, I'm back. Like 3 hours later. So, as usual, the brief interruption turned into a whole big long thing after the last video. Anyways, I'm back, and this is the time of night when I tend to get a lot done. Because, you know, people leave me alone. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to probably have to edit together from the last video a little bit. Anyways, so I don't think I'm going to cover all that crap again. But basically, updated panel capabilities, support webcams, something which was long in the works, but so I think it says something on the screen, but I can't actually see it. It's way on the other side of the room. Anyways, maybe I will run through the panel thing a little bit. So on my side, I have a utility. There we go. That allows me to type in commands as if they were in the chat, and then they appear on the screen. So, like if I open right now, it's kind of hard to read. So, like if I type panel upper left none, panel UL none, then it will clear out the panel setting in the upper left corner, which currently is the webcam. There you go. So now it's gone. So this is, you know, remote control of the layout from the chat. I'm not using chat. I'm using a backend utility that simulates the chat. Anyways, so that's where I left it at the last video, which might not be out yet. YouTube, it takes some time to process it. I think I better turn off that background beats. Hold on.